Hey guys, Clumsy here, and a happy new year to everybody. It's been a while, huh? Welcome back to ETS2. Yeah, I've been lagging in my videos, I know. This is actually the first video for the week. But don't worry, hopefully things will go back to normal pretty soon. I'm trying to catch up with the videos, catch up with the streams and everything. And actually, it's been a while. It's the first time I've played ETS2 since, I don't know, 3 weeks because I was out, and I'll tell you all about it while we're on the road. But because of that, I haven't done any of the gift deliveries yet. Actually, this event started right after I left for vacation, so 0 out of 12, so we're going to do that now. I do have a job, Christmas ornaments coming from Kaliningrad to Riga. Yeah, so we're still in the Baltics. We will be starting our delivery on these Christmas gifts. A bit late, but better late than never, right? And we will be driving in Frosty mod. So right after I left, the Frosty mod 7.0 released. So we now have winter setting. And on top of that, I have the add-on from Next Gen Textures, the winter add-on, so that we have wintry roads. Now, I'm not sure if that's any good, so we'll go and check it out together, right? And as always, let me know what you think about it, okay? We are in our ever-trusty Volvo FH, not low deck today, because we'll need to get some normal trailers. We do not have our own trailer, because this will be a World of Trucks contract, and you'll have to give me a bit of leeway because it's been a while since I drove a truck. I've been driving an SUV back in Manila, back in the super traffic roads in Manila, so my driving might be a bit reckless, might be a bit more intended for, like, I don't know, not the usual driving that you expect. Not the usual nice driving where I follow all the rules, because I had to adjust my driving sense back in Manila, because if you follow all the rules, you'll end up being last. You'll end up arriving at your destination last. Wow, that's a very nice trailer. Looks like a John Deere, or no, a JCB, I think. A tractor. Was it a JCB? That one. Not sure which trailer that comes from. Maybe from Sissel. They even attached to a trailer. Forgot already. Can I make it like that? I think that's off. So yeah, I was out from when? December 14 was it? And I only went back today, January 2. I was supposed to stream today, but then I realized, oh crap, I don't have any videos anymore for YouTube. And I cannot even attach to this guy. Why? Okay, there seems to be something wrong here. Maybe I just have to force it in. Start the new year right. Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, let's think about this properly. Why would that be so low? I do have the correct tires here, I think. Unless I don't. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. We cannot force this issue. Alright, so let's do it properly. Let's go here. Check out our tires. Maybe I have bigger tires than usual. And then let's go back and make it stick correctly. Let's see. Why are there no cars, by the way? I'll have to double check my settings as well. Maybe traffic is 0 or something. The roads are a bit weird. I guess that's coming from the Next Gen Textures, the winter add-on, but it doesn't seem too realistic to me. It seems a bit like painted over with white snow, with white paint instead of snow. Yeah, it seems like a weird thing. Let's see, maybe somewhere later that will be better. I'll also have to double check my physics settings. I have to make sure that everything is set to 0. And I have to remember the parameters in the first place. Yeah, a few weeks out of the wheel, out of the truck, gives a very different feeling when I'm driving. Anyway, what's been going on your end, guys? I know a lot of you have finished the deliveries already. 12 jobs in ETS, 12 jobs in ATS. And yeah, I'm envious. I have to catch up. Right, let's see what's wrong with my setup. So if I look at my chassis, I have a 6x2 mid-lift. Yeah, 2 drive axles, that's fine. But I guess the tires are a bit too large. Yeah, 315/80, that's fine. But these ones have to be 315/70. Yeah, that's the one. That has to be 315/70. So if this is K-Max, let's see if there's a K-Max that's smaller. That's the one which we should be using. Oh, but this one doesn't have it. Okay, crap. Okay, well, then we'll have to pick another one then. Let's stick to 315/70 for this one. Fuel Max. That looks like winter tires, so that should be pretty apt here. Yeah, let's pick Fuel Max. That should be smaller. In this one, I think it's okay if I pick a 315/80 in front. I think there are some setups like that. But it still has to be Fuel Max. Interestingly enough, the back ones are like winter tires, but the Fuel Max here in front aren't. Look at that. This one is winter. The others aren't. Oh, but let's leave that be. Okay, that should be okay. That should be okay. Okay. If this still doesn't fit, then I'll have to teleport. I'll have to automatically attach the trailer. Or if I missed anything, you let me know, okay? Let me also double check that I am using the correct settings here. Truck stability should be 0. There you go. Trailer stability should be 0. What was that? Suspension stiffness? Suspension stiffness is 0. And the brake intensity should be 1. Okay, that should be 1. There you go. That should be, as they say, the most realistic settings when you're using a steering wheel. And of course, I'm using the sounds from EVR. I'm actually just waiting because supposedly sometime this week EVR will be releasing his next gen Scania sounds. So we'll be definitely switching trucks then. But in the meantime, we are going to enjoy the Volvo FH ones. Lift that axle. And I have very high expectations of that next gen Scania. Also, if you look at the time, it's already 9:35 in the morning. And it's only just beginning. The sun is only just beginning to come up. That's because I have an add-on, so I still have foggy weather, of course, but I have the December add-on, which they say adds snow instead of rain, I think, and of course also changes the sunrise-sunset times, makes it more in accordance to winter time. So later sunrises, earlier sunsets, which I don't really like, but it is realistic. Need our lights here. Okay. I'm hoping this time this one works. Beautiful sounds as always. So for today, as we drive along, I'll get used to the mechanics again. I'll get used to the physics, try not to crash into anything, but no promises, and just tell some stories. Now, as you might know, I have a pretty goldfish kind of memory, so I might not remember the past 3 weeks, but I'll try and tell you anything I remember from then. Because I've been pretty quiet, not posting anything in social media, posting pictures or anything. Oh, come on, really? That is just weird. Yeah, this trailer might be a bit buggy. Okay, we'll have to do some evasive maneuvers here. Oh crap, and I can't even do that because this is a World of Trucks contract. So I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, I can't even squish in. Is it the truck? Should I be using a low deck variant here? So that's the weirdest thing. Oh, that one fits. How did I fit in then? Who knows? Must be the clunky physics. Okay, I just lowered my axle and then it worked. Okay, 1% damage on the trailer because we kept on ramming it, but still a 0% on the cargo, so that's fine. Okay, we're good. Not really matchy-matchy, but that's fine. Let's do this. There we go. All Christmassy and stuff. Poor guys are getting their deliveries a bit late. Let's have a look at the route. So we'll be starting from Kaliningrad. We'll be crossing over that beautiful checkpoint in there. We'll be passing through A12 North. And then we'll be crossing quite a few cities. And then we'll be delivering to the outskirts of Riga. Should be fine. Now I have to remember how to drive with a trailer. Because I've been driving, as I mentioned, I've been driving the past couple of weeks with an SUV. So pretty easy to maneuver, pretty easy to turn, don't need to have a wide allowance when it comes to the steering. So I will have to take it slow. Okay, I think so far so good. Might have actually turned a bit too wide there, but wider is better than turning a bit too narrow. Okay. So for those who don't know, I was out the past couple of weeks because I went back to Manila for the holidays, for Christmas and New Year. It's been a while since we went on vacation that long. Usually it's only a couple of days or 1 week at most. This time it's like 2 weeks or more. I think around 19 days or something like that. Go and do the math. But I was shocked because when I was starting to pack my clothes, I didn't expect I had to pack so many. We had to get like additional check-in allowance and stuff like that because we did not anticipate that we needed to pack in so many clothes on top of the goodies that we were bringing home with us. The roads are not too bad, huh? The roads are not too bad. I remember there is an add-on for this. Next Gen Winter add-on that changes the roads to be more snow-filled, so to speak. Maybe we'll try that next episode and see which one we like better, right? In the meantime, if you have tried both of them already, you guys let me know, okay? But yeah, thanks a lot to Grimes and to Damien. To Grimes for changing the Baltic regions, for making it snowy as well here. Yeah, that's I guess the most of the cause of the delay is because he had to modify a lot of new assets for the new Baltic DLC, and so that's why the Frosty Winter mod came in a bit too late. Came in like middle of December when I left already. So when we were driving in ETS2 in early December, we still didn't have snow. But it's worth the wait, it's worth the wait. Oh yeah, and I remember that Damien said that his next gen winter add-on doesn't change anything in the Baltic region. So maybe this one is actually from Grimes. This might not be from Damien. This like painting like thing here. If that's the case, then maybe if you want to change that, you first and foremost, you guys let me know if you would like that. that one I like much better. Yeah, this texture I like much better than the ones in the cities. This one looks more natural to me. Yeah, that one looks a lot better. I like this. Gives you that Christmassy vibe. I mean, why don't we have Christmassy stuff here? We should have put in some accessories as well. The dog does not agree. Yeah, does not agree with our current set of accessories. We should have a Christmas tree somewhere. But then again, we'll have to replace it soon anyway, so maybe it's all for the best, right? Maybe it's for the best. Okay. 90 speed limit on these roads. Are we still in Russia officially? I think we are. And maybe I slow down a bit here. Because with the new physics, we don't know what we can expect. Also, there is a winter add-on for the physics, but I haven't tried it yet. By Grimes. I remember I tried it before in like last year, but I'm not sure if it changed anything since then. I remember it was a bit disastrous on my end. Look at how snow-filled that is. Crap. Okay, that looks dangerous. Yeah, this one I'm not such a fan of. But maybe that's how it looks in real life. I mean, I've never driven in snow before. So you guys let me know if you want to enable the winter physics add-on, and if you want to enable the heavy winter physics, or the heavy winter add-on. The winter physics add-on makes the roads slippier, I guess, and the heavy winter add-on makes the roads and the entire stuff more snow-filled. And what I've heard is this one, definitely, because when the roads are filled with snow, then it goes without saying that also the road markings are less visible, so it's harder to see when roads are actually cutting off, merging into different lanes and stuff. That's a bit too slow. And so we have to rely on the signs and not on the road markings, because the road markings are covered. That's actually a pretty interesting point. So we have to, because there are some countries which rely on the road markings more than the road signs. Like for example, well, I guess Italy could be one. We see a lot of road markings there, right? If you're like turning right to, I don't know, turning right to a certain exit, there would be a road marking saying turn right to this place. But if it's snowing, then it wouldn't be legible, it wouldn't be visible at all. 40 in here. Clumsy trucking. So yeah, I guess that's where the disadvantage of relying on road markings more lies. But then again, in Italy, I guess it doesn't snow as much. It rarely snows in there, I've heard. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. It's not such a negative thing. Oh, look at the snow here. Man. But yeah, I've been really missing trucking, because while I was out, like every day, the guys over at the Discord server were sharing screenshots, especially Alex. And the screenshots were marvelous. Snow-filled roads, snow-filled trees and everything, and beautiful skies, beautiful trucks. And yeah, everyone has been working hard to earn for the company, for our virtual trucking company, and working hard to finish the event as well. Oh, that's a very nice thing. It's like that star looks like something for Christmas, although maybe that's more for Russia than it is for Christmas. Okay, let's keep it at 70. Look at how beautiful this is. Let's take a photo here. This looks majestic. Where is the photo studio? See, it's been so long. I actually forgot where the button is. But yeah, that's because of my memory as well. That one, perfect. Little close up just to show a bit of the truck, a bit of the snowy feels, a bit of the Christmassy vibe. Because even if it's January already, of course, the Christmas vibe, the winter feel doesn't just disappear. Let's go with that. Perfect. But yeah, I definitely missed this one. So maybe some channel updates as well. Because I've been out for so long, I actually forgot already what current series we have running. And I have currently lined up for sure ETS2. And I want to continue with Tourist Bus Simulator. I saw that there was a huge update that came in while I was out, like 2 gigs. I'm hoping that that's filled with bug fixes and whatnot, because it was a bit buggy before when we were in the previous episodes of Tourist Bus Simulator. Because that game is so filled with potential. The company management, the driving, the map, everything was so good. But it was very buggy before. So I'm hoping that they fixed that since with that humongous update. We'll try it out and we'll see for ourselves. Okay. So we have ETS2. Crap. We have Tourist Bus Simulator. And then we have... what else? Silent Trucking maybe. Yeah, but I'll be focusing on less games so I can dive deeper in each of them. Farming Sim, I'm not yet sure when that will be back. For sure we'll be streaming that sometime soon. But there are a couple of other games lined up. I'm actually... I saw that there was like a Long Dark huge update. Like a remix. The episodes, the story mode for the Long Dark have been remade. So maybe we'll play that on like the Wednesday stream. It also goes pretty well with winter, so I guess it is pretty timely for that. So before we jump back into farming, we might give that a go. But it all depends on which you guys prefer. So you let me know, okay? Let me know in the comments which games you prefer to see, either on stream or in videos, because everything will be appearing in YouTube anyway. So let me know if you like farming, if you like Long Dark, if you like Tourist Bus, ATS, ETS2, all that stuff. Oh, I remember this checkpoint. Yeah, that's one way. The other side, the other way is this way. Okay, good. And also Transport Fever received the thank you patch, I think they call it. They added a few features, improvements on road and track building. That's always welcome. But I don't think there was like a huge gameplay update yet, but there's a huge like quality of life update. Checking documents. I should turn off my engine here. Let's wait for it. Go down a bit. Stretch our legs and then we're good to go. Thank you. Thank you. How do you say thank you in Russian? No clue. Das vidanya is goodbye, I think. If I remember that remotely correctly. Oh, beautiful. Yes, I remember this. Beautiful arch. As you enter or leave Kaliningrad. Beautiful. And yeah, we are going to pass through another checkpoint this time from... what country is this? You guys let me know. Of course, my geography is all muckered up again. Is this Latvia? I'm going to bet on Latvia, okay? If I got it wrong, you let me know in the comments. And we have to slow down to 30 before the cops, yes. Panemune? What does that mean? Trucks here, okay. Anyway, so yes, let me know in the comments which games you want to see and we can adjust. It's a new year after all, so it's time for some... I'm open for some changes if there are any that are requested. We'll see how it goes. Aside from that, there's not really any major channel update, so I'll dive right back into the storytelling mode. And yes, as you know, I always tend to switch back and forth into topics. It's a bit confusing, but that's the way my brain works. So let's live with it. We good? Okay, Christmas goodies. Good to go. Christmas ornaments, 20 tons of them. There we are. Oh yes, before I jump into storytelling mode again, VT Log has received a huge update over the holidays. Right before I left, what is that? Litevos Republika. Let's see, if I go to the freight market, I'll see the countries, right? My vote is on Lithuania, not Latvia. Lithuania first, then Latvia. And we're going to deliver this in Latvia. Maybe we can pass through there. Ooh. Yeah, we can pass through there quickly. Maybe. If I go there, maybe we'll discover it. We'll see. 292 kilometers. That's not so bad of a detour. It's not so far away. But yes, VTlog has received a massive update. If you go to the Discord server, if you are in the Discord server, and you check out the deliveries channel, you'll see that the log for the deliveries in VTlog have all been changed. You can see much more details in there. It's much more legible. I like it. People are also liking it so far. And it actually shows you like how far your job was, your damage, your fuel economy, how long it took you in real life to do that job. So like it says, for example, 900 kilometers. Real life driving time is like, I don't know, 36 minutes or something like that. So it gives you a better like idea of how far that is in game and how long that takes in real life. I like it. And so yeah, I'm fully back in VTlog now. I've actually, I think, uninstalled already Trucksbook, so I'm very much a VTlogger again. But for those who are more into Trucksbook, the Clumsy trucking company in there is still existing, so feel free to still drive there if you like. But yeah, I'm more of a VTlogger now. That's where I'll be logging my jobs and not in Trucksbook anymore, because Trucksbook is a bit laggy because of the saving mechanism. Oh crap. I'm hoping that there is no cop. That there is. Oh crap. Slow down. We might get the ticket here. Nothing happening over here? Yeah, because I was hoping that I would not need to slow down. I was driving at 80 and suddenly a sign went up, said 50. But anyway, back to the storytelling. So I was doing a lot of driving when I was in Manila. In Manila, public transportation is not so good, so most of the people have their own cars. And because of that, there is massive traffic because everybody has cars and can only fill up. Roads can only handle so many cars, right? And especially during the Christmas season, everybody is taking their cars with them because everyone is buying presents, going to parties and whatnot. So Christmas season is one of the worst times that you can drive in Manila. And because of that, I was stuck in traffic for, I don't know, maybe a third of my entire stay in there. I was stuck in traffic. But yeah, you have to be creative and you had to have a different mindset when you were on the road. You don't go on roads like this where you can barely see any cars. It would be always bumper to bumper wherever you go, whenever you go. And that's why in these types of games, in these driving games, I don't like too much traffic. because in real life I'm going through so much traffic already. I don't want to simulate that in game as well. I prefer having these emptier roads for more relaxing driving. Although I must admit, it's a bit too empty. Okay, there we go. And as I say that, the cars start appearing. That's good. Not too many in front of us though. Does that mean we're too fast or we're too slow? No clue. I am liking the roads though. The snow-filled roads, those snow-capped trees and whatnot. Oh crap. Almost missed those signs. They were kind of camouflaged with the snow. Slow down a bit here because I am not seeing the road markings. There we go, okay. But yes, traffic was really terrible. Oh, what is this? I'm getting a bit of lag. A lot of lag actually. Looks like my CPU. Ah, that's probably the cause of it. The smoke there is probably causing that lag. Yeah, that's one of their new random events, that tanker, which is emitting that humongous black scary smoke, and it seems like it's going to explode at any moment. It's actually a very nice shot, and this is my favorite sky of them all, right? So maybe let's take a photo there. Let's see. Oh man, yeah. Look at the flames are still moving. Even if I'm here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yes, I think that works, right? That works as a thumbnail. That works very, very well. Okay, I think we have a winner here. I think we have a winner. You see the sky, you see the road, you see the truck, you see that, the huge black smoke, the thick black smoke, and you see the truck. Winner. Winner chicken dinner? Nah. Lights. Why don't I have my lights on? Slow down. Slow down. And it's a different kind of lag. It's not the kind which we used to encounter before we found that foggy weather fix. It's a more like consistent lag, so I think it's really from that black smoke. We'll see as we go farther from that random event. We'll see if that becomes better. Okay. Right now, my CPU, one of my threads is still being utilized almost max. I think that's where the lag is coming from. But I think now it's getting better and better. Yeah, now it's smooth. There we go. Okay, so probably the black smoke has despawned or something. But man, look at this view, right? Look at this view. So yeah, anyway. So I was driving a lot through traffic. And one of the most important things that you need when you drive in Manila nowadays is an app called Waze. W-A-Z-E. I guess 99% of my friends are using it whenever they drive, even for short distances. Because you never know where traffic would build up. You never know where there would be a quote-unquote random event. So you need to always have it with you. What it does, so I'm not sure if it's famous, if it's used in your countries, but here in the Philippines and even in Singapore, Waze is very famous. It's like Google Maps in a way, because it shows you the direction you need to go. So it tells you which, it's a GPS app. Okay, so it tells you where you are, tells you where you need to go, which roads you need to take. But on top of that, it gives you traffic information. And this information is based on crowdsourcing. So the more online users in Waze there are, the more accurate it would be. It would see, okay, there are 1,000 users right now, and 500 of them are stuck in this part. That means in this part there's super heavy traffic. And it would mark that accordingly. Because the problem with other apps, I'm not sure how they track their traffic information, but Waze has the most accurate information because of that, because it's crowdsourced. So it's the most updated one, as long as many people are using it. And because the adoption rate for the app, the amount of people using the app is like, I don't know, I don't really know the stats, but for me it's like 99%. In my circles, in my friends, everyone is using it. So that means the traffic information is very accurate in Manila. And it is really essential because it would tell you to go through some of the very creative roads. Sometimes it would ask you to go to I'm going to skip that because I want to discover this place. Siawal. Don't know I don't even know how to pronounce that. Come on, unlock, please. No, still not? Okay, looks like we'll have to turn right here. There we go. Okay, so now maybe we can turn left. Last minute changing. And then let's turn left here as well. Wow, look at that guy. Such a good driver. Stopping in the intersection, not blocking the fuel station. You'll never see that in Manila. The lines, the box which marks the intersection, that never gets respected. It's just like a decoration. It's every man for himself in there. But anyway, Waze is such an important app in there because of the dynamic traffic. Not only traffic, but the roads themselves. Some of them are closed, some of them are, I don't know, there are so many roadworks in Manila right now. So the road you were familiar with like a week ago might not be available anymore when you drive today. So it always is required to have that app in. Although my dad doesn't use it. My dad is still a bit averse to the new technologies, GPS apps and whatnot. He doesn't need GPS, he just needs his own memory and the landmarks and the roads he's accustomed with. But yeah, it's a bit of a limitation nowadays because of the dynamic traffic. So yeah, for me, Waze is absolutely essential. You always need to have it, even if you're just traveling like 1 kilometer or something. So maybe a rough estimate, or a rough to give you a better picture of how much traffic there is. I think I remember at one point we had to travel, like, based on Waze, we had to travel like 5 to 8 kilometers, somewhere in that range. So that's a very short distance, right? 5 to 8 kilometers. Let's say 5 kilometers. And we had to spend, based on Waze, and it's actually pretty accurate, the timing it gives, the ETA. We had to spend like more than an hour on the road to travel 5 kilometers. Like, how much, if you compute that, okay, let's try to compute that. Okay, math for dummies, which is me. So how do you compute that? You had to spend, like, let's say 1 hour and 30 minutes, like 90 minutes. Let's close that to 100 minutes for easier computation, okay? 100 minutes. And then you had to travel 5 kilometers. So if you divide that, that's like 20 minutes per kilometer. Is that how you compute it? Something like that. So 1 kilometer, you have to spend 20 minutes. So if you convert that into speed, to kph, I don't know, you guys do the math there, but I guess it would be like similar to when you run. Maybe even go faster if you're on a bike or something. What is up with those lights? Did you see that? The truck actually just bounced a little. It's as if the car crashed into it again when we passed it. Is that the effect of clumsy trucking? Okay, What time is it? Goodness, it's not even 6. And it's super dark already. This is what I hate about the winter season. But then again, it's very realistic. Okay, now we are crossing to Latvia. Yes, correct. I hope I got it right this time. And because they are both part of the EU, no need for checkpoints. Latvia, there we go. I got it right this time. And slow down to 50. Riga up ahead. Ah, oh, dang it. Was there a speed radar somewhere? Yeah, fine. Yeah, because the speed limits are quite confusing. You have to be familiar with the landscape. If you just look at the speed limits, they would say 70, and then like a few meters away, it would say 50. So it can get quite confusing, actually. Oh, it's getting really dark. But no worries, we're almost there. 82 kilometers away, so we don't have to do a lot of nighttime driving. It's nice though, so we get like an end-to-end trucking experience from sunrise to sunset. And more. Now it's super dark. But yeah, now we get a glimpse of the beautiful light flares from foggy weather. This has been revised multiple times, so now I think it is in its not really final, but like a very stable form, very realistic range. You see the light from the trucks, from the vehicles on the road. Stick to 80. Oh, there's something I forgot. Yeah, there's something I forgot. One of the features that I really liked in our last stream before I went away, I haven't enabled it here in this profile, and I should. That is Momo's suspension, so that the bouncy feel of the seat. Yeah, I forgot to enable that. I'll do that next episode. I'll try to remember for next episode, because I really like that. Feels so natural. 50. Okay, 50 should be enough here, it says. Should be good there. Good. Okay. I like. Okay, I think I'm on the right lane. I think so, yes. Okay. Yeah, so Waze is a lifesaver, and can't leave home without it anymore. And yes, I had to really... Oh, look at that moon. Wowzers. Very bright moon, full moon today. Perfect for night driving. Thank goodness, so it's not too dark. Very nice. So yeah, I had to really adjust my driving in Manila. When we got there like a few weeks ago, I was like driving very properly, following all the signs, following all the road markings, the speed limits. And as a result, all the cars were zipping past through me. They were overtaking me. And so I was always the last one. And I always got a bit late, arrived a bit late, or later, because I would always arrive late because of the traffic. But I would arrive even later because I would always give way to people. I would always follow all the rules. And what is that famous line? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So something similar you have to do when you're in Manila. You cannot be goody two shoes when it comes to driving. You have to be a little bit more, let's say, flexible. Sometimes you have to get a feeling if a traffic rule, if a certain road marking, if a certain road sign, if a certain traffic light is decoration or really enforced. And it's usually like experience that gets you there. So in the beginning I was really having a hard time, but after a few weeks then I was starting to get into the jive of it. I was really getting into the the bumper to bumper situation. I was really like able to avoid getting overtaken, always being taken advantage of every time. And yeah, I started to adjust to Manila driving basically. But as a result, you might see some funky driving on my end when we get into trucking, because some of those habits might not have fully gone away. So we will see. We will see if I can be a good driver again. Was I ever one before? I don't know. But what I know is I'm really enjoying this and I'm glad to be back. And sorry for the lack of videos, but hopefully I can get back to normal programming pretty soon. Okay, let's go and deliver this, at least so I get one delivery under my belt. And we'll be doing a lot of these deliveries in the next few episodes, okay? Silent trucking and whatnot, and normal episodes. We'll see. I'll try to give out more stories of my holidays as well. How hectic it was, and that's why I wasn't really active in social media. Wasn't active in... Oh, very nice skin. Wasn't very active in a lot of the discussions in YouTube and Discord. I was replying, but not as much as I would have liked. For that too, let's see if I can still park. One thing I'm sure of though is that I really learned a lot with because of the parking here in Truck Sim. I became an expert in parking in real life. Not with trucks, but with just SUVs. Parking in general, reversing. It's like reversing an SUV is easy peasy compared to reversing a truck with a trailer like this. Is that good enough? I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe not. So yeah, you can see a bit of discrepancy here. I'm having a bit of a hard time adjusting to reversing a massive vehicle like this, because I've been reversing easy mode with an SUV for the past couple of weeks. Shouldn't be that bad though. I think we got it this time. Just adjust a little and okay. Still a bit too much. Just last adjustment. So yes, really looking forward to all the updates you have in store for me. If you heard of any new mods, any new games, any interesting rumors, discussions, tidbits, let me know in the comments. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from you again. I'm glad to be back. That's sure this time. There you go. Finally. Good. Oh, look at the lights. The fade in and fade out of the lights. That is from Kirill, from the foggy weather mod. Also, there is a release date already for the foggy weather, if you guys haven't heard. Well, quote-unquote release date. But he said that the foggy weather mod will be released 1 month after ETS2 migrates to DirectX 11. Somewhere along those lines. So he'll be waiting for DirectX 11 and then he'll be adjusting it. And then it will be released to the public finally. So that's good news, right? And this is good news as well. Excellent. 16K, no damage whatsoever. Good. That is 1 out of 12. Perfect. Okay. So I'll keep on doing this. I'll take you guys with me. But for now, let's call it an episodo. Thank you for watching, guys. Really glad to be back. Hope you guys are as happy as I am to be having these episodes again. Catch you next time. Clumsy trucking, everybody. Have a nice day. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, subscribe. If you haven't already, comment and share with your friends. Looking forward to hearing from you. Catch you in the next episode. And bye-bye. Let's hear that toot. Sorry, a bit loud. Clumsy trucking and bye-bye.